YouTube, what's up? I'm back with another video, and it is round 4 of the Ultimate Wildcard Tournament. If you were in here in the last video, we beat Alan in round 3, and now this is round 4 against someone named Leggo. That's who we played against. Really didn't know him too well. I know that name from like the Xbox gamer tags, but I really didn't know what he ran at all. And you know, I heard things, and so I prepared for it, and we got ready for this game, and you know, hopefully we can come away with this win. Now, again, I stream all these tournament games over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Skimbo23. And also, we are really close to 10,000 subs. So if you have not subbed yet, please hit the sub button. It's absolutely free. And we are nearing 10,000 subs. Now, this is a full game breakdown once again. Round 4. I'm going to take you guys behind what I was thinking during the game. And I'm going to make fun of myself, and you guys can make fun of me too. So let's dive right into this game and let's see how we do. All right, here we go with another film breakdown of one of my tournament games. Round 4 against Leggo. Look at that face. So I remember going into this game that my stream wasn't working. I was actually more concerned about getting my stream to start than the beginning of this game. There I go, drink of water, chain hanging out. Nice blue shirt on, swagged up, looking good, looking confident here. What do you guys think? Scale to 1 to 10. What are we giving my swag rating right here? I'm giving me a solid 7. Head nod just gave me an 8. Here we go. He's kicking the ball off. I get ball to start this game, and you know, here's the story of this game. You know, I always kind of find out what my opponent runs, and what I found out is that he ran double A gap. I'm gonna hit pause. I'm gonna look at his abilities and make sure my scouting report was right. Again, watch all my future videos. You'll know why this is gonna be a big factor later down the road. And I see it one step ahead, medium route KO. I see one step ahead, route text. And going into this game, so basically he's got all deep route KOs, medium route KOs, and one step ahead to take away my Keyshawn Johnson. I heard about this going in this game, and actually what I did is I'm making sure my abilities are right. I think no, I'm checking his again. Yeah, I put route tech on my Robbie Anderson. I took off deep out elite because deep out elite catches every ball unless they have you know, the counter ability, which is like deep route KO, mid zone KO, you know, those KO abilities. And so I just took off deep route KO, and I was like, okay, well, I need another route tech then to get open, because there's certain routes, if I have route tech, I know I'll get so open that it doesn't even matter what I have. And so my scouting report was right. I made a right decision on this one. Took out my deep route KOs and have 2 route techs, and you're gonna notice I'm gonna really during this game I'm gonna really flip them around. Here I am, deep breath, staying composed. And you know, again, before we start this video, as he declines the penalty, I really appreciated my last video. You know, I noticed people that left comments in the chat that I asked questions like in the second or third quarter, letting me know that you guys are actually you guys are watching the game. You know, it helps me out a lot. It helps me make money, you know, with actually not just clicking the video, but actually watching the video actually helps me out a lot. So I appreciate you guys. But I appreciate everyone who even clicked the video to leave a comment just to say what's up. I appreciate that. Now, first play of the game, I'm going up top. I get it. We burn them. Big play. I feel really good, right? Like, that's my money play. That's route tech on that play. He had an ability out of place, and, you know, I mean, you can't ask for a better first play of the game. I mean, what was it, about 60-yard heave, and now he has his abilities right. And I'm going to work. You know, running back route here. You know, that route right there, by the way, if you guys are having trouble with man-to-man, the running back on an out route whoops man. He doesn't have to have an ability on him. It helps him if he has the backfield master or whatever that ability is called. It helps him get that kind of separation, but you really don't need it. So 2nd and 6, calling the same play. As you guys see, man, I'm not afraid to call the same play until someone shows me some adjustments. Right there, you know, scary pass, you know. I'm going to rewind it real quick. Just watch the post. His user kind of comes down. If I wait and high point over his head, I have the post wide open. I didn't really want to get baited and throw a pick in the red zone, so I saw that and I hit my first down. I don't know what you guys would have done there, but, you know, again, you know, that's a man beating. It whipped him off the press on the left side. I'm checking abilities. You know, he's got his one step ahead in the slot, which really doesn't do him a lot of good. If I was him, I would have it probably on my solo guy at all times, but he does not. So right here, I want to check, you know, I haven't ran the ball yet. I want to check his run defense, and nothing was really open. Make sure I got on a hash, though. Don't want to run up the middle because it's really, for my offense, I really need to be on a hash. I don't like being in the middle of the field. It's crazy what happens to zone coverages and your routes if you're in the middle of the field compared to a hash. So, you know, I'm in a good spot right here, though. 2nd and 10. You know, I feel like compared to like ladders from last year, I feel like I'm really, really good in the red zone. Everything comes easy now, and I throw that ball, and I don't understand why we dropped that pass. I'm actually going to rewind that too real quick. Like, he has backfield master. I'm going to throw it right here. His zones are in the middle. I'm going to throw it right here. If you catch this ball and your feet are on the ground, doesn't matter how hard you hit, you're going to catch this ball on linebackers, safeties. It does not matter. So I throw the ball. Both feet are on the ground. I know this looks like a tough pass, but super shocked. He has no abilities on him too. And I feel like that was a pretty lucky play, to be honest. So here we go. 3rd and 10. I really need 7 here to start this game. I'm going to the same play as always. I snap the ball. I want to throw it left. It kind of looked covered on the left side. Shout out to Big Rocks with the sub. Definitely did not see that during the game. I promise you I didn't. I'm watching the replay. I'm so locked in on these tournament games. Like, I appreciate, you know, again, I just want to say thank you again to everyone who supports me. I just can't say it enough to people that are probably watching this video now and support me in my Twitch channel. Without you guys, I really couldn't do this for a living. And I am doing this for a living. You know, I have no shame in saying that. I'm sure I'll get a troll comment, but, you know, I've made a lot of money winning Madden, and, you know, I haven't had the most success this year, but, you know, with your guys' support, it's honestly been a pretty good year for me. And, you know, I'm trying my hardest to win, though. At the end of the day, man, it really puts me in a bad mood when I don't win any game. And I'll be honest, you guys really, you know, cheer me up. So, done being soft, let's hop right back into the game. You know, we're on defense. We went down. We took 3. You know, I wish we would have had 7, but at the end of the day, on your first drive, you're just happy with points. You get a lead. You don't want to turn the ball over your first drive and give someone really good field position where they're like kind of like comfortable. Drink of water. You can tell that water just came out of the fridge. How do you guys like your water? Again, this is the check to see who's actually watching the video. How do you guys like your water? Room temperature, ice cold, like refrigerator cold, or like almost frozen cold? I'm actually like an almost frozen kind of guy. Like, I don't want it to be like a slushy, but like I like my water really cold. I know some sick people out there that like room temperature. And, you know, I found out today on stream that actually one of my most loyal people, Mikey Sweats, you guys know he's a legend. He likes sweet tea unsweetened. As this guy hits a check down, terrible dab on him, and we tackle him, no yards. But yeah, can you guys imagine drinking a sweet tea without sweetener? He drinks it unsweet. That's probably one of the nastiest things I've heard in a long time. So you guys can let me know if you guys get down with that. So he's in a real run heavy formation, but it's 2nd and 10, so I'm okay coming out in 1-4-6. Like, say I get a lucky fluke like shed or something, I kind of hope he runs it here, to be honest, and let's see if he takes my bait. He does. Now, do we have run defense? Good click on. He rolls on top of him, gets an extra yard from it, but I'm not upset because that could have been a lot more. So we have him in 3rd and 5, and it comes down to, do I want to be in odd? Do I want to be in 3-3-5 wide here because he's coming out in another run, and I'm thinking about it, and here I go. I'm going into my depth chart. I worked on wide all week. I worked a lot on wide. Thought I would have to play Carry Q, who runs like a deuce close run heavy. I was really getting ready for it, but he decides he's not going to come out in that. He's going to come out in this. So again, though, it's one of those deals. He could run the ball, but it's 3rd and 5. He could pass the ball. You know, it's like I'm not completely selling out on the run here. He's doing a lot of hot routes, and he is passing the ball. I got the running back. He has a post for a touchdown. Not a touchdown, but a big play. If he had just one more second and we got home, and look at me. I mean, I am like, let's go, you know? Even if I kind of want him to go for it there, you know, because I feel like I'll stop him and have good footballs. But I don't have to deal with that stress. He's just going to punt the ball. This might be a good move by him, you know? I actually have really trouble with this defense he's in, and I'm just like, okay, man, like, this is huge. This is a huge stop. Again, this is round 4 of a tournament game. You know, I really need to do good in this tournament. Not only just make the live tournament, you know, by winning, but just make a deep run so I can make the last event, which first place for the last event of the year gets $200,000, something that's never been given out before. That's so much cash. Like, if someone wins that and wins other money, like, I'm getting passed by another person on the all-time money list, which pisses me off. But anyways, here we go. This game is what we're focused on right now. We're calling one of my favorite plays, and I'm going for a bomb here. I know he has deep route KO. I tried to swerve and catch, and you can see it's a drop. I had him burnt by a step, and, you know, he got an animation with me, and he knocks the ball out. Very unfortunate, but that's just how it goes. So back to calling one of my favorite plays, and you see my face there. Why did I make that face? Yeah, my running back's wide open, but in this year's Madden, on plays like that, like if his corner doesn't jump up and stays on the ground, he probably picks that for 6. That is no joke. He probably picks that ball off for 6, and he takes it to the crib, and he's up 7-3. So kind of caught a break. This is one of my favorite plays versus this defense. It's just a simple out route. Let that be a pro tip to you guys that goes against this defense. That a lot of people that run the man-to-man, it's called deep route KO for deep routes, but that's a route tech, and that's a medium route, and he's not going to knock that ball out, and we're going to get a route tech there, and that's like one of, I can't believe I'm saying this, but for this defense, that's considered one of my money plays. So here we go. Super tight read, and he gets another knockout. Gets another knockout. We catch the ball, we get our hands on it, and he touches my wide receiver, and you can see I'm just like thinking like, man, like this is a headache to go against, because it's not like nothing's open, like everything's open, but the ball just gets knocked out of our hands, and that's just kind of how Madden is with abilities. Again, we talk about this all the time in my stream. I have the post open. Let's see if I hit it. I do. We got to get in the end zone. Keyshawn, we do, and this is huge. I'm going up 10-0. I've already stopped him once. You know, I'm looking at the replay, seeing if anything was up. Look, you can see me. Like, I'm literally looking at the replay, checking to see if anything else was open, anything else was, like, maybe giving me problems there, and everything checked out good. And we were up 10-0 in the first quarter. And, I mean, it's I'm looking really good. But anyways, what I was talking about is abilities in Madden. I asked my Twitch stream this. You know, I feel like we talk about at least once a month, and I ask, you know, do you feel like abilities in Madden are good? You know, what do you guys think? You can leave in the comments below. Are abilities good for Madden, and why? Are they good, or are they bad for Madden, and why? And I will tell you my personal response right now. They're good and bad, in my opinion. You know, the good about it is I get more guarantees. I get these abilities that let me know, like, hey, you're not gonna drop a pass with deep out elite unless, you know, obviously the counter. But like, if you get your feet in bounds, like, you're gonna catch the ball. Like, you know, that's what a bit like conductor. I love getting 2 hot routes off, you know, as we scream at him there. Gunslinger, you get, you know, Gunslinger is kind of bad because I don't feel like you should have to have Gunslinger to be able to throw the ball. Because if you don't have Gunslinger, you really can't pass the ball or pass lead elite. So, you know, there's abilities that I feel like are really good, and there's abilities that I feel like, you know, shouldn't really have to be in the game. But, you know, that's just typical EA. They're trying to make money and sell their product, and, you know, can't really blame them. But anyways, I'm curious about your guys'. I'll read the comments below, you know, after I release this video. So he's probably going to run the ball here, but he doesn't. He throws the ball, got hard flats. I mean, this is really good defense, and he has someone open. He's a little nervous. You can tell this guy is a little nervous. He had the corner out open. I went super aggressive there, and I got him on 4th and inches. Like, I'm gonna get aggressive, probably have hard flats on the field, make him take time and throw a corner route. And we're gonna send the dogs here, I'm sure. Let me check my nope. I actually went coverage with hard flats. Corner route's wide open. He actually throws it. And it's just, he had that on the last play, and, you know, the kind of deal with that, I sent 4 or 5 right there, and if my blitz actually gets home, you know, that's not open, because it takes them a little bit to make that read. I mean, that is open, but if the pressure gets home before that, you know, we get a stop. Unfortunately, the pressure, no sheds, no pressure, and, you know, we get lasered. So here we go. He's back in this single back wing pair. This is a really good formation for running, and it's really hard. This is really, really hard to stop, and this run's actually in my playbook. probably a run I need to run a little bit more. So he's going to run the ball. We loop around. We get a huge tackle, and it's 2nd and 6, which, in my opinion, like, you get 4 yards on the ground versus that. Like, why do you not just keep running the ball? I mean, simple math here, because I'm just so smart. You know, you get 4 yards every time. You're getting a first down on your 3rd play. And let's see if I go wide here for the first time. I feel like, me personally, this is a great time for me to go wide. Hopefully I do. I feel like I should go wide. And I call timeout because I didn't get my adjustments off. But, like, it's one of these deals where, you know, if he's going to run the ball, you know, I lapped up run defense, and I kind of wanted to try it out. So, you know, here I am. I'm running wide. You know, you see the adjustments, you know, little coverage behind it. Cover 3 with double Mabel, and we loop out, and we make the tackle. He falls forward for a couple yards, and we have him on 3rd and 4. If we get a stop here, this is just so huge. You know, I mean, we're kind of cruising right now. I'm sure you guys are kind of skipping through this video because, you know, we're in a good spot. We're in a really, really good spot right now because, you know, we're up 10, right? Like, how good can it be? It can, you know, it's really good. But here's what you got to realize and why I'm so locked in. You can see my locked in face. If he scores 7 here, he gets ball at half. So, you know, if he plays this right, you know, he's going to have the guy on the left open. I click on, but I make the tackle at the 6. So think about this. As much as I'm in control of this game, in my opinion, as he's going to take the clock with him a little bit, he scores 7, it's 10-7, and say I throw a fluke pick. Say I do something stupid. I could have easily thrown a pick 6 my last drive off a throw out a sack. You know, if he gets one of those, he goes up 14-10, and he gets ball at half. So as much as in control I am right now, I realize, like, I have to play my best, and I try to shoot the gap. We get really good run support there. We did not blow that up with our user. Our whole team came in right there and really cleaned up. So it's 2nd and goal from the 3. It's kind of funny rewatching this because I can't even remember if he scores here or not. I cannot remember this, if it's a touchdown or not. So he flips his play. I flip my play. I get that nickel back on the strong side, hopefully to stop the run. I'm trying to shoot the gap. You can see I'm on Jamal Adams. And we get blocked. You know, I'm watching, like, how in the world did he just score this touchdown? I had defenders out there, and honestly, just everyone got blocked. There's nothing I could have done right there on the play, and I'm only up 3 points. It's 10-7, and we're only up 3. So here we go. I'm back on offense. You know, a little fast forward. No one wants to watch the kick, and you know, I hate to say this, but we're probably going to call a lot of bunch trail or mesh post. Now, here I am, you know, getting my bag of tricks. First time I've called this play from this yard line. And, you know, I throw the running back wheel route, catch it. And I'm not in head-to-head mode. I am in tournament mode. I'm in tournament skim mode. And we are taking this clock with us. So right now, this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to score. And we're trying to make sure that we're the last ones to score. And again, he's running a lot of man-to-man defense. He's not changing his shell. You know, I'm not changing my look and bunch. Some people think, you know, that's what kills competitive Madden is the repetitive stuff, which I get that. But, you know, as I should throw this corner route, I absolutely trust it. I try to stay in bounds by spin? Perfect. And what do you guys think about that? Calling the same plays, the same formation, you know, a comparison when people ask me about that, I compare it to, you know, back in the, what was it, 70s or 80s with Oklahoma, Nebraska running the wishbone offense. I mean, that's all they ran. All game is the wishbone offense with 3 possibilities of what the play could possibly be. And that's kind of like, that's kind of what we're doing out of bunch, you know. Yeah, you know, we're running bunch. We're running the same 3 plays, but, you know, there's just different plays, different options that we can have, you know, from calling bunch. And got a nice little bald spot I saw on the back of my head. You know, it doesn't look bad when I don't bend down. So let's not bend over and scratch our head anymore. You know, people don't need to see that. So here we go again. You know, bunch trail again. He gets pressure. We step up with Dan Marino. We get out of it. We gain 5 yards. And again, let's take this clock with us. I am studying it. Look, you can see that It's one of the benefits of stream is you get to see what you're running, but the downside is they get to see what I'm doing, and then they can see the replay too. Unless you have a delay on, they can't see it live time. So that's why I have about a 10-20 second delay on, but he can see the replay too if he really was in my stream. So again, you can see I'm completely taking that clock with me. 6-5, snap the ball, and I get screamed at. I throw the ball away, and that's the worst thing that could have possibly happened. I'm out of field goal range. It's 3rd and 17. Like, what do I do here? Do I try to get a dot to get in field goal range? Do I try to air it out for a first down? Like, how do I play this? I haven't even used any of his timeouts, so even if I throw a dot and get 3 here, like, this guy's gonna have time to go score, and he gets ball I have. And this game is super sweaty now. And I try to quick snap this play. He has good defense. I throw it to A. And now I'm kind of thinking in my head, if I take 3 and he gets ball and goes score 7, you know, he's gonna be up. And he gets ball. So I'm thinking, you know what? I don't know if this was smart or stupid here, and it could easily cost me the game if I probably get turned over here. And I'm like, you know what, F it. You know, we're gonna go to one of my money plays. Again, we always put our route tech on the left side for literally, this is the reason why we block our tight end. I see what I want. I'm gonna throw the corner out on the left side, and we get it. And at this point, I need to stay in bounds. I go in bounds, and we get it, and that's huge. I'm gonna be the one to end this half with the ball. Now, I want to replay this. He had a blitzer come in free off the right edge. Now, as you can see, we're gonna flip the coverage, and this could have been easily a an under pressure throw. Look, he only sends 3. He comes in free. If he has any zone out here, I just got to chuck it to someone, probably my running back here. His user's not really anywhere. And I know I see it out of the corner of my eye. I'm getting screened at. And when I throw this ball, you can tell it's not open. When I start throwing this ball, it's not open. I have to hope it gets open as I throw. I'm throwing it right here, and it gets open perfectly. And we stay in bounds, and we are going to take this clock with us. And we no huddle, so he can't call timeout. I'm looking at the chat. I'm chilling again. And then he calls timeout. And that's why you call no huddle. Because if I go back to the huddle where I can't. Because the reason why I no huddle is so we get a run off there. And by doing that, you know, he's like, oh, crap, I should have called timeout. So he wasted 20 seconds. Again, pick up on these things at home. You know, if you're trying to milk someone out, you know, call a runoff, you know, and get them to call it late. You know, that's what I did. I was going to call a timeout or call a base, which I'm calling a base right here. And I should call a base. I should try to get his last timeout out of his system. I call it, I cut up, and now I'm in another predicament, you know. Now I call no huddle again, so he can't call timeout. And I don't understand why he just doesn't call timeout there. He called a terrible timeout, and now he's not calling timeout. So now I should just let this clock run, but I kind of snap it early. I see A's open. I pass lead down. I hit Y, and look at the emotion. Look at the emotion. The energy. The let's goes. The come on, one stop. That is probably as good as I could have played this. You know, I converted a huge 4th down. He's got 31 seconds, 1 timeout. I'm up 10. He gets ball. So this, you know, I'm looking good. You know, let's just be honest. It's looking super sweet for me. And but I got to keep up the energy, because as soon as you let your foot off the gas pedal, that's when someone creeps up and just beats you. And I know that from all my experience. So I know I got to stay on his neck. I got to keep grinding, keep going. Don't give up anything easy. And so right here, he throws a check down. Look at me click on with Certain. Make sure he does not get out of bounds. He calls timeout here. Now, something that I need to be doing that I see I'm not doing, because I found out later that he has actually a fade that can actually burn this coverage on the right side. Number 19. Over there, I believe that's Keyshawn. If he gets time and he throws this ball, he can actually bomb my guy, and he's going for it. You know, he went for it, but we had a screamer. And he's going to probably no huddle and call a play here. Actually, is he letting this run to half? Watch the clock with me. He threw a nice little check down. Let's see if he can get a play. I go quarters 3 deep. And he doesn't even get a play off. And let's go. You know, up 17-7. This is where a lot of people watching this are probably already checking out fast forwarding. And I don't blame you. You know, it's looking under control, and you can see with the new momentum up there, the new momentum feature. You guys can let me know if you like the new momentum feature. Has NCAA vibes, something new in Madden this year. But you guys can let me know if you guys like that. I have all the momentum. I don't know if the screen's shaking. I think it might be, so maybe it's not. I don't think it is. But anyways, I got all the momentum, and I'm looking good, 17-7. But again, you know, if he gets 7, he's only down 3, and I'm in a spot where if I throw a pick, you know, it's going to be super close. And so I have a screamer come in. Good bait, good lurk by me. He throws the ball away. No one messes with Big Skim's user. Again, BDS, and the D stands for defense. Big defense. Skimbo coming in again. Which my last game versus Allen, I really played no defense. So anyways, he's going to hit a check down on 3rd and 6. Can we wrap up? Can we make a tackle? And I'm hot. I'm hot. We had the first tackle. I go conservative. We don't make the tackle. We have another guy come in behind the line, and he falls forward on 2 people tackling him, and so he gets a first down. Instead of being 4th and 1, and he's in a super sweaty situation, you know, he gets it. So here we go. 1st and 10. I'm trying to send heat. He sends a guy in motion. He tries to pick it up, and I'm telling you, he's going for this bomb, chat. He is selling out. Luckily, my defense is screaming off that edge, that nickel 2-4-5 odd. Ed Reed, I got a safety coming off the edge. That's 97 speed, Ed Reed. And I got 98 speed off the right side. Right there, screaming Perry Nickerson. So my 2 edge blitzers are 97 and 98 speed. My DT is Jason Taylor, who's like 92, 93 speed. And I have Lawrence Taylor, John Abraham. I mean, everyone's over 90 speed on the D-line, basically. And, you know, we're sitting... Now, we don't get home here. He has the fade on the right side. He throws it. This was an absolute laser. And they cheated him. They absolutely cheated him. I'm going to rewind this real quick. He's been looking for this fade this whole time. This pass lead right. If he could block the blitz, he was always looking for this. And he finally gets time. He finally throws it. And right here, he just can't get his foot in bounds. I don't know if he went for a rat catch there or a possession catch that just gave him a bad animation, but you know, nonetheless, you know, we will take that again. Kind of got a break there. That was an absolute laser, and in my opinion, this is the game. This 100% feels like the game. You know, 4th and 16. I'm going to send heat here. I got my clouds on 20. Now, do I send my middle linebacker on a blitz, or do I leave him in a zone? Let's see if I show my play art. I'm not showing my play art. I believe I do send the blitz, and my middle linebacker is going to be in a zone here. He's in a deep blue, and I want to take away the middle. And we get home. We get a shed. Nothing was open. Everything was guarded. And this is looking good. Now, here's the deal in this situation. Again, we can, even though it's looking good, we can still talk situational football, something I love to do. What do you do here? Do you try to take away the clock and at least take 3, or do you keep lasering? You know, if you get a touchdown, you're up, you know, 3 possessions. If I run the ball, take away the clock, and I get a field goal, as we get screamed at, we take a sack. I mean, we just, again, 3 people off the edge just come through off that right side, and that's Judon. And again, I block 6 and it comes in, or I block 5, whatever it was, you know. And that right side, something I noticed, that right side's coming in. But again, you know, I gotta let this clock, you know, kind of chew out. At this point, I'm kind of thinking in my head, you know, you got to settle for a field goal here. You have to. You have to take away the clock. I know you're not going up 2 possessions, but going up 13 is going to be huge here. And also, I want to see his run defense, you know, out of this formation. So I'm just going to call a stretch to the left with 2 seconds. I'm playing super, you know, situational football. And he stops me. So it's 3rd and 20. The last thing I need to do is throw a pick, right? I need the clock to run off. And look at me. I'm mixing in my formations. I'm just sitting there thinking in my head, what do I want to call? I have Robbie Anderson now right here with the route tech. And I got another route tech on this side. So I have 2 route techs. And I'm going to pick which one looks open. B looks open. I throw it to B. We get him. We drop it. And you can see this was one of the best play calls I've made up to this point. You know, the route tech just gets open. No zones over here. Sure, RB looks open. His user's here. The post won't be open because he has a safety. Let's see if he beats his man. But this was open. And, you know, inaccurate bullet pass. Didn't have the best pocket. But you can't really blame me because the last couple times he's had a blitzer come free. And I'm going to take a field goal here and go up 16 points. So if I remember, I think I only took off a minute and a half on that drive, which is terrible, which is not going to win you a belt. Either I need to take a lot more time and take 3 there, or I need to score a touchdown. So here we go. We fast forward. We're playing really, really good defense, though. That's something I will say. I'm kind of scared to call cover 2 because he could have bombed me on a couple plays. So I believe I'm going cover 3 cloud here. Watch that top safety roll to the left. Yes, I am. I take away the crosser. And that was a pick. He was absolutely throwing a pick. He was throwing the post from right to left. My deep blue on the left side was coming off the route, and it was 100%. If we get a good animation, we're gonna pick that ball off. So I run the same defense. He has the corner route wide open, and he just... I feel like maybe he was just nervous this game. You guys can see he's had the corner route open a couple times. He's played some good defense. He just doesn't realize, like, he's kind of being lazy with his adjustments. And, you know, right here, it's 3rd and 11, and I'm lurking on the left side because I know I got to take away the deep corner route on the left side. Then I come back for the post. He throws it, and I get a out of reach animation. This was perfect bait. I'm acting like I'm taking away the left side of the field because he's been hitting me with his corner route. He knows that. Have a hook row here. So he's just eyeing this down, waiting for this in route to get across. And I know that. So look at my user here. I go, and then bam, I stop. That's open. I come off that route, and I have acrobat. And all I need is an acrobat pick, and maybe not even an acrobat pick. Maybe just don't do that. Don't give me a one-handed animation that means nothing. And I'm upset because that is the ball game, in my opinion. I get ball in his field position, clock him out, maybe take another 3, go up 16. You know, really good spot. Unfortunately, you know, I get that animation, and we're back on defense. We could have easily been off the field there, but we're not. And we have to adjust and go get him again. That's 97 speed off the left, and that's 98 speed off the right side. And this blitz is coming. Now, listen, I do have an ebook. I show how I run this defense on one of my ebooks that I came out with this year. If anyone's watching, again, go to my stream. Follow me on Twitch. Just type in !ebook in my stream. It'll take you to a link on where to purchase if you want to try to get better on offense or defense, like I said. Or you just want to support me because the money goes to me, obviously. And you want to support me. It's like, Skimbo's an alright kind of guy. He is kind of an a-hole at times and a dick, but sometimes he's not that bad, and I kind of want to support him, so I appreciate that. So here we go. We're trying to send the blitz, and this should be a pick, and we don't get a pick. Ball's in our hands. I'm gonna rewatch this now. This is Ronnie Lott. Taylor Mays came out recently. Taylor Mays is gonna probably play this position for me, but you can see if Ronnie Lott's just taller, where he can get his hands on the ball better, that might be a pick. Someone like Calvin Johnson, who's in the game, in my opinion, I believe he's the best safety in the game. And if you've made it this far in the YouTube video, let me know what you think about Calvin Johnson. Is he the best safety in the game? I think he is. So, looking at my body language, I'm making these faces, and I'm thinking, yo, this guy's really punting the ball. Like, 4th and 21, you're only down, 13 points. You get a stop, you're in striking distance. I guess this isn't a terrible decision. He kind of feels bad as it is. He doesn't want to give me good field position. But let's just think about it. If he goes for it and gives me a short field to work with and holds me to 3, he's still only down 2 possessions. That's 16 points. So now he gives me a whole field to work with where the end zone, because when I mean short field helping him, like it cuts off the back of the end zone for deep plays. Like it's like another defender. And now, that doesn't really happen. And I should be coming out wanting to throw the ball. This is a play I ran on that 3rd down that did not work, and I'm going right back to it. I felt like this play was really, really good. Corner out's open. I throw it. And I don't stay out of bounds, but stay in bounds. But that's fine. The clock's going to run. The clock is going to run as soon as I call a play. Put your fours in the comments. Actually, don't really do that. Put your fours in the chat. Here we go. Fourth quarter. And I mean, I'm not sweating anymore. I'm taking a deep breath. I realize, hey, man, this game's yours to win. Don't F it up. Do not mess this up. Stay locked in. You're taking a deep breath. Stay locked in. Do not give this guy any hope, you know? As my boy Rico says when he used to do the commentating, if you see someone drowning, throw some water on them. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's perfect. I mean, it's going to be 2nd and 1, 2nd and 2. Let that clock run, get another dot, and we are just trying to take away this clock as we get another sub from Lockdown. I believe we had one from Brian. Appreciate the subs, boys. If you're listening to this, thank you for the subs. And so, here we go. We're going for the bunch trail dot. It's not really open. And I could have easily got sacked there, but I didn't, and I throw the ball away. So the clock stops, which is not really cool, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, we're in a really good spot. I'm chilling, getting my personnel right. Look at me. I'm making sure my route techs are on the outside, and I think I'm going to go back to that one play I called where I actually put my outside bunch guy when I flip it on a corner route. I do something. I block my tight end. I put RB, I believe, my slot guy on a slant. And that's not what I'm doing at all. I'm calling the bomb play. He sends the heat. Nothing's open. Literally nothing's open. And I fall down with my quarterback. I didn't want to throw the ball away. I didn't want to throw the ball away and let the clock stop. And I'm thinking, man, you know me, I'm a gambler. Listen, I like going to play me some Texas Hold'em. I'm a gambler. I love me some poker. And I'm pretty stupid as well. And I'm thinking, man, I really want to go for this. But it's a big game. I make pretty good decisions in big games. And right here, I have to realize, punt the ball. Let the clock run. This guy has to go a lot of yards to get any kind of point. So we're absolutely chilling. We punt the ball. We click on. Oh, my God. He lets it roll. And right there, a little better by me. I tried to click on and pull my defender or my guy away from the ball to let the clock run a little bit longer, that extra second or two. But I didn't click on fast enough. So rookie mistake by me. And now, okay, so you're down 13 points, and you're coming out in single back wing pair. And I'm completely okay with this if he runs the ball. I kind of hope he does run the ball. I don't want him to pass the ball. And he does run the ball, and look at me. I'm just thinking, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you have to go and get points here. You got to go score a touchdown. You know, you're not down 10 where you can kind of chill, get a field goal, and get a stop. Like, you have to score 2 touchdowns to get into this game. A touchdown and field goal does nothing. So right here, I'm sure a dot's coming. He's max protecting, sending one out, and I have defense for this play. He throws his check down. He dots me. He's breaking so many tackles, and he gets yards. And he's not no huddling. He's taking a lot of time right here, which makes no sense to me. Like, he needs to call a play and get going. Like right now, he needs to speed it up if he wants to win this game. He's gonna have to speed it up, and the clock is just ticking. And I'm trying to keep everything in front. I believe I'm putting my middle linebacker in a deep blue, and I don't. I get clicked on a DT, and I'm just taking off, and I'm gonna try to. And what are you doing spinning into the middle of the field? Like, you need... This guy made so many mistakes this game, and I really feel like he was a better Madden player than this because he made it to the 4th round. And just... It wasn't even that he's a bad player. It's just his play calling and his situational football is just not up to par. It's not where it should be. And he's calling a play with 6 seconds, 6 seconds on the play clock. And nothing's open. He's going to just take a sack here, and... We're going to a 2-minute warning. This was just, I'm just going to be completely honest. This was a really bad drive by him. I don't know what he's doing, not pushing the tempo, not going for deep shots, taking sacks, spinning in bounds. You know, I don't really understand it. Maybe that's inexperience by him. You know, me who's a seasoned vet. You know, I understand what you need to do. And I also understand I came out in a bad defense, and there's no reason to save my timeouts at this point. So I call a quick timeout there and let's get in our right defense. I had it wrong. I had to flip the play, and you know, let's just not give up any deep passes. Let's. I should be calling cover 2 with the deep blue in the middle. I am, and let's send the dogs. And we almost get a tip pick. Now this is probably the ball game right here. 4th and 9. If I get a stop here, I mean, it's just completely GG's in the chat. Like, this game is over. And let's see what I call. Now, being smart, I should have one of my middle linebackers in a deep blue. But if I'm looking to get off the field, he's probably in a vert hook or a purple. So I'm kind of curious. He's in a deep blue. I'm sending the heat. I mean, he throws it right out of cloud flat. And that's GG's in the chat. Good game to him. I don't think he played his best football. Look at me. Look at the emotion. So happy, but I got to go play my fifth round game against Astro, and I got to go get ready for it. But you know, again, GG's to him, and we got that done. Again, GG's to him. We came out with that big W. We are on to round 5 again. We need to get to like round 7 or 8 to make the live event, and we're on to round 5. We're looking good, you know, but we're going against Mole CP, aka Trouble Astro. You know, someone I played in a money game about, you know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and you know, I beat him. Kind of regret playing him in that money game though, because now he knew what I was gonna run, but I also knew what he was gonna run. So this is gonna be a really good game coming up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, we are nearing 10,000 subs. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Hopefully we can get there by the end of the year. We got like 15, 16 days or whatever it is. Maybe 14 days. I don't know. I don't know what today's date is, but you know, it's coming up. The end of the year is coming, and hopefully we can reach 10,000 subs. We're so close to it. Please hit that sub button if you have not, and hit that thumbs up as well. Let's get those like buttons up, because without you guys, none of this is possible, and I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time, round 5.